Winston. I'm a UX designer with niche experience in payments and automotive industry. I'm working with NCR Corporation and we make products like ATMs, point of sale machines and transaction processing systems. So we are in industries like payment and banking industry, retail industry, hospitality. Visual design is all around you. It's in the hoardings, it's in the posters, it's in the signages, it's also in all the screens of the apps that you use. Visual design plays a very critical role in both the industries that I have worked in. In automotive industry, we try our best not to distract the user using visual design. And in the payment industry, we make sure all the accurate information is there, and at the same time the user is completely aware of what's happening with this money during the process of transaction. In our industry, we use visual design not just for the beauty of it, but also it has a very functional value. Like we use visual design to make sure that the user is clearly able to understand what he's supposed to do in a particular screen. Like you might have realized that most of the applications that you want to use now, you just download and start using them. You don't really think of reading a manual, do you? And that's what we call as intuitive design, where you really don't have to think and you look at the screen or you already know what to do. We try to use a lot of visual design principles to make sure that the user is very clear on what has to be done. Before we get to that stage, we do a lot of research, we do a lot of analysis, we use a lot of principles from cognitive psychology and sociology. Now this is something that not many people know, that we use concepts from humanity sciences, that is psychology and sociology, when we design an app. Already studying these streams of humanity sciences, then this industry needs professionals like you. We also do a lot of research, quantitative research, qualitative research, and also we do a lot of interviews with the potential users to understand what they are looking for in an application. We also conduct a lot of surveys, and together with the results from the surveys, the results from the research, and also the interviews come together, and this data is collated, synthesized, and what we get out of this is the trends and what are the user expectations. When we design a screen, each and every element of a screen goes through a rigorous process of analysis and iteration. Each button that you see, each color that has been used, and even the text that has been written goes through numerous iterations and numerous reviews. We conduct a lot of testings before we are very sure that all the elements gel together and make the screen a very useful and intuitive screen. One of the major principles that we use is make use of the visual hierarchy. We make sure that we use the shapes and the size of an element like button to make sure that the user knows what's more important in a particular screen. We even use colors sometimes to create the contrast so that the visual focus is on a particular element. Our understanding of cognitive psychology and how each visual element and color plays a role in invoking a particular emotion in a human brain is very important. As you can see, the visual design, cognitive psychology, sociology all come together to create a wonderful screen and application that is very easy to use. So all of these streams are different specializations that you can pursue in UI UX design field. So as you see, it's not just what you look in a screen, but all the thought process that's gone into that, all the science that has gone into creating a completely usable intuitive screen. Visual design is one of those rare fields where the art and science come together in synergy to serve humanity.